with your Monday Money Tips. I have our financial guru, David Swoop, and we're going to continue our conversation about a financial GPS. Again, this is January 2019. Everybody's talking about those New Year's resolutions, what they're going to do, and everything of that nature. But we're coming to you, we're talking about a life plan, right?
Absolutely.
Which is the financial GPS. So we talked about the need for it, what it is, and now we're going to talk about what could it do for you. So David, what could this financial GPS do to our listeners?
Well, thank you for having me, Fannie. So there's several things financial GPS can do for you, but I just want to throw a few statistics out there.
Okay.
So a lot of the times we find ourselves not necessarily planning things accordingly, and sometimes we don't find ourselves planning things at all.
Right.
But Harvard Law studies showed that it's students who did not have a plan versus students that had a plan. The students with a plan were 3 times more likely to succeed.
Oh, just by having a plan.
Just by having a plan.
Okay.
So now you're already you're 3 steps ahead of the ball game.
Oh, okay.
Now, they also did a study and it showed that people that actually had a plan and had a written formed plan out,
Okay.
they were 10 times more likely to succeed.
So having a plan 3 times, writing it down, right? 10 times?
10 times.
Okay.
And so we find that for the sake of, what we're discussing now, a lot of people, they find themselves not having plans for their mortgages, not having plans for getting out of debt, just not having an overall financial plan to begin with. And then because of that, statistics show that only 10% of people retire successfully.
Really?
Really.
10%.
Only 10%, meaning that you can stop working as of right now and you never have to go back to work trying to get another paycheck. You have enough money to last you from now to the rest of your life.
That's huge, David.
Absolutely.
That is huge, guys.
And it's unfortunate. But the good thing about it is, though, with a financial GPS.
Okay.
Now, if we write it down in specific form and we actually take the time to figure out where you're at, where you want to be, you are now 10 times more likely to do it than if you were not to do it. So, I mean, if I could just give you a 10 position lead, would you take it, or would you just sit back there and just think about it?
Right. Or what about whatever that goal is, like you said, reaching it 10 times sooner?
Absolutely.
So that's huge. All right. Well, thank you guys for listening. Again, this is our financial GPS. This is our financial guru. Sorry about that. David Swoop. And we've been talking about this financial GPS. And David, for our listeners, has graciously offered his financial GPS to all our listeners for how much?
For free.
All right, for free. So David is offering this because, again, we're here to help you reach your goals.
Absolutely.
And to write those down on that financial GPS, you're going to reach them 10 times faster than anyone else that doesn't have it written out.
Absolutely.
Again, so this is what a financial GPS could do for you. Get you there 10 times faster.
Faster.
Right, as opposed to just thinking about it like, okay, you have the plan, that's 3 times. So you're ahead by just having a plan, but writing it out, you're 10 times more likely to achieve that goal.
Absolutely.
Again, it's free for January. We're going to have the information for you to get it, but thank you for listening. See you next week.
Take care.